Hello and happy Sunday and happy Mother's Day from those of us at Radically Rational and radicallyrational.com. Love and thank you to these wonderful people who give us life. Okay, that was a pretty good Mother's Day gift for Tampa Bay Buccaneers coach Todd Bowles. This is pretty nice. Todd Bowles left college 37 years ago to pursue his NFL dream, but he always promised his mom he'd go back and get his degree. And yesterday he walked the stage and did exactly that. Now, Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy also had a pass from the team's rookie camp, but here's the situation. Mike McCarthy had a back procedure last Thursday. He's doing just fine, but he missed the session yesterday. He should be back in plenty of time for OTAs, which begin in about 2 weeks. Okay, it's pretty good football. That is my assessment. Following the first year of this iteration of the XFL, it's a pretty good product, and I'm very impressed that the folks who run that league have learned from their earlier mistakes. And the championship game last night at the Alamo Dome seemed to go off very well. It went off well for the Arlington Renegades for sure. Here's a team that was 4-6 in the regular season and needed some help just to make the playoffs, and then they run the table, and Bob Stoops gets the championship. That's his fifth title as either a college or a professional coach. DC was a heavy favorite, 8.5 points. I thought they would win because their defense has been so dominant, but last night it fell apart as Arlington scored on all 5 of its first half possessions and converted 10 of their first 12 third downs, and it was over at that point. So the XFL, in my estimation, has earned a right to return in 2024, and I genuinely look forward to next season. As I said, it's pretty good football. Okay, being an NBA coach has always been kind of a rough gig, but now it's getting downright brutal. Okay, in his 4 years in Phoenix, Suns coach Monty Williams turned the Suns from a joke into a power. As a matter of fact, over the course of the last 3 years, the Suns have had the best overall record in the NBA, but of course they got blown out in that decisive game in the playoffs by the Nuggets. And last night, Williams became a victim, I should say, of a Saturday night massacre. Absolutely dismissed. What have you done for me lately? So here's my suggestion. I think Williams should get together with recently fired Bucks coach Mike Budenholzer, and they should get together for a beer or 20. And you know who's a little nervous today? How about Sixers coach Doc Rivers? He may have a case of the shivering shakes as his team heads into a Game 7 against the Celtics. Rivers' teams have lost 9 Game 7s, including 4 straight over the past 8 years. And all I can say about that is gulp. Man. Okay, the Texans took a little bit of a calculated risk yesterday when they signed former Seahawks and Jaguars cornerback Shaquille Griffin to a 1-year deal. Remember, Griffin was really good coming out of college with the Seahawks. Then he signed a big old deal with the Jaguars in 2021 and did absolutely nothing. Did not have 1 interception during his time in Jacksonville, but he still got some talent. And the Texans took a flyer, and I think it was probably a good calculated risk. This is just so great. Never underestimate the human spirit. Saints tight end Foster Moreau was diagnosed with the blood cancer known as Hodgkin lymphoma in March, as in a couple of months ago. Now, there is an excellent chance that Moreau will take part in the Saints OTAs, which begin in a couple of weeks. Scary moment last night in Denver. Rockies pitcher Ryan Feltner was struck in the head by a line drive off the bat of the Phillies' Nick Castellanos. While Feltner was able to walk off the field with assistance, he was transported to a local hospital. We'll know more today. And so the Dallas Stars and the Seattle Kraken are going to meet in a Game 7 in the NHL. And there is my hockey reference for 2023. Just one thing I want to mention briefly. Does this make sense to you? If one person in a discussion is citing established, verifiable, provable facts, and somebody else in that discussion is trying to rebut that using proven falsehoods and fictions, no, they are not just having a difference of opinion, and it's not a matter of differing points of view. No, that's why we're in the shape we're in. Don't let anybody game you like that on Mother's Day or any other time. Oh, one more thing. Kind of wondering about this, me too. Okay, so Vivi and I are watching the Astros and the White Sox last night, and going into the bottom of the eighth, it's a 1-1 game. So I figured I'll take a quick shower and be back for the finale. Never really got there because, as BB told me from the bedroom, as she calls into the bathroom as I'm taking my shower, they just lost. Yeah, it did, 3-1, proving only one thing to me. Cleanliness is way overrated. Now that's radically rational.